Yeah, thank you so much for meeting me. I've
No,
really
it's a
enjoyed it.
pleasure. It's really a pleasure. Yeah.
Lovely. Um, so yeah, if you don't mind, I just have a couple of questions for you.
Yes, please. Hmm.
Um, what has been your role in Theater Without Borders, and how has that differed from your work with the International Theater Institute?
Um, I met Roberta Levitov and Catherine Philo and many others that are basically who formed Theater Without Borders many years ago. And our paths did cross many times, speaking about taking part at the same events like conferences and meetings and so on, and sharing really the same attitude towards the theater, performance art, and so on. Myself, I'm director of DACH Theater that exists for 35 years. We are based in Belgrade, Serbia. And I also had numerous times opportunity to be involved in kind of the collaboration with Theater Institute through like all activities that we did at my theater at Dach, like performances and conferences and meetings and so on. So I think that initiative like Theater Without Borders is really very important. I really like the name and I was very happy to become basically the part of it.
That's so wonderful. Yeah. Um, what were some moments where you saw Theater Without Borders make a direct impact on people's lives?
I think many times, when the Theater Without Borders is really like connecting people across the globe. And thanks to Theater Without Borders, many people traveled and found companies and found their peers or colleagues and so on. And directly, I had amazing experience with Theater Without Borders when we were running, my theater was running every year the International School for Actors and Directors in Belgrade that lasts for 3 weeks. And one year, and I mean, this is also, we have to charge participants for that because we are living in the country where there are no foundations and so on and so on. So we are really always fighting also for our survival in a way. And also when we teach, so we this is also the way to make an income, but also to make an impact as well. And so it's very important to have participants in our school from all continents. So we had two African participants that obviously could not pay for the fee, and this is what we did many times. For we always had a couple of free places that we offered to people who are coming from the countries that are in, like very economically challenged. But Theater Without Borders stepped in and offered to support them with the plane tickets because of the miles that the members of Theater Without Borders could give to those two participants. They were from Kenya and they came to us, and it was really amazing to have them at our school. And I'm very glad also to see that then professional paths of two women that took part at the school were blossoming and developing, and they were very inspired with the work they did with us, and they also started their own project. So I think it was really amazing example how we can be together in solidarity.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yes. Uh, let's see. How has, I suppose you've sort of answered this, but how has your community expanded since working with Theater Without Borders?
Yes, of course. I mean, it expanded because I think we became the member of one big global theater family or performance art family. And it's amazing that we can uh, connect with people from all countries, and that people that feel very lonely could actually find the people around the globe that that they could collaborate with, or they could be supported by, or simply be inspired. And speaking out of personal experience, because we started our theater when our country was in the civil war. It used to be Yugoslavia, now it's Serbia, and we were very isolated, and it was very important to connect, and that, I think, that was pivotal for us, really, to connect with the people from around the globe, and to find really that if we cannot find those kind of the theater family, that kind of theater family in our country, then there is somewhere else in the world. And that meant a lot to us. I mean, on all levels. And also that was one of the ways how we survived as a theater company those very difficult years. And so I think it goes like that for many other people that feel isolated and lonely, and they're not getting support from their respective countries and so on. And then suddenly they discovered that there are many other artists out there who care about them. So it creates a complete change.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that you were founding during when Yugoslavia was becoming Serbia. Do you have any thoughts about Theater Without Borders' decision to not take a stand on situations like that and not have one opinion or the other?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it because I think it is very, there are so many conflicts. And I mean, we live now in the world that is, I mean, we can see all around the world, there are so many conflicts. Of course, that we stand against the violence and genocide and all of that. But I think also it is very difficult to take stands without really knowing very well the situation in the countries. And this is not maybe the role of Theater Without Borders, is rather to support those who seek communication, connection, maybe resources, the information about resources, that this is actually the role of Theater Without Borders, instead of getting involved in very complicated, often very complicated situations that you really need time to understand.
Absolutely, yeah. And final question. How has Theater Without Borders impacted your life and your work and what you're doing now?
It's first of all, it's wonderful to know the people who founded the Theater Without Borders, and to say that they're really dear theater friends, and that I know, knowing that they are out there somewhere doing their important work is really like kind of it gives me a comfort, that so, an inspiration to go on. And I think it's really kind of, it really inspires me to go on, and to really have this faith into the power of like kids, artists being together, people being together, reaching across the differences. And as I already said a couple of times, it makes this incredible family that is, regardless of all possible differences, actually that stands together. So for me, it is very important to know that something like that exists, and that that gives me really like strength to go on.
Absolutely, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. These were really
Yeah,
insightful.
thank you, Lucian. So you're volunteering, or what? How do you how are you involved with Theater Without Borders?
Yeah, I'm an intern. I attend Bennington College in Vermont,
Great.
and so this summer I'm helping them compile kind of a big PDF of everything that they've accomplished since their founding. So yeah,
Great.
that's been my role.
Bravo, fantastic, very
Thank you.
nice. We need this kind of young forces to support.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. It
It was
was
nice to talk.
pleasure talking to you.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Okay, if you need anything else, just let me know. Okay.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.